Okay. Guess we're giving it a few minutes to make sure the phone gets good and hooked up. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. My name is Kevin Stone. I wanted to shoot my first Facebook Live video and talk with you for just a few minutes on why I want to have a home-based business. There's a few reasons. Probably the most important one, to have the freedom, both financial, and to be able to have the freedom to work when I want and how I want, and be able to have the time that I want to spend with the family. Of course, the money. You want to have the money to go to be able to take your kids out to dinner, or go buy your wife a nice fancy dress, or anything, any kind of emergencies that come up. You want to be able to have the financial resources to back that up. And in this day and age, with the way everybody's getting paid at these 9-to-5 jobs, they're working themselves to death, and they're making minimum wage salaries that barely get you living from paycheck to paycheck. We've been doing that for a few years now, and it gets old quick, as most of you know. Let's see, what are some of my other reasons? Probably not one of my main priorities is reasons, but it's probably one of my biggest motivators as to why I want to have a home-based business. It's because most people tell you that you can't do it. They tell you, oh, you're crazy, you're not going to have a home-based business, there's no such thing, you don't make money from that, you can't make a living on that. I don't know about you, but I'm one of those type people that when somebody tells me that I can't do something, that just motivates me to push that much harder and find a way to make the impossible possible. It's a challenge most times, but hey, you know, anything that's great or anything that's worth it usually is. I love a challenge. I love taking on the obstacles, and it makes it even that much sweeter when you find the solutions. Not so much as a I told you so, but more of like you know what, somebody told me I couldn't, and I showed myself that I could. Anyway, those are my reasons, you know. So there's a lot more, but we'd be sitting here for a few hours talking about why. Maybe you can relate to some of these reasons. Maybe you've thought about starting up a home-based business in the past, and, you know, for whatever reason decided, hey, you know, it's probably not going to work because everybody says it's not going to work. You can't have that kind of mentality going into it. You have to be able to put it in your mind that, you know what, I'm going to make it work no matter what, and I'm not going to stop until I succeed. And that's the kind of mentality that you have to have. You have to take charge, you have to create action, and you have to go forward. If an obstacle comes up in your way, that's fine. There's obstacles in life that happen all the time. The whole point of it is you have to find ways around that obstacle and push forward. That's the only way to succeed. You have to implement and overcome. That being said, you know, if there's things that motivate you, maybe you've thought about the home-based business, there's other ideas that you have that are different from the ones I suggested. You know, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Let me know what you think about a home-based business. Have you ever thought about it? You know, what do you think it would take to open one up? Do you think it would be hard? Do you think you'd be spending, you know, countless hours in front of the computer all day long, and you wouldn't have the freedom that you think you would get because you'd be tied to the computer? Strangely enough, in the beginning, you are pretty busy in the beginning because you're having to set things up, and you're having to build your brand, and you're having to get your name out there. But once you establish yourself and build up a brand, you really aren't on the computer as much as you think you would be to running a business. Nowadays, there's a lot of automation that you can do to get your business going. There's a lot of ways around these things. You can hire virtual assistants nowadays that can help do a lot of the work, a lot of the grunt work that you need to do to make your business succeed. A little bit about me, before I go, I am a nurse by trade. I have been a nurse for going on 12 years now. I love the medical field. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with the medical field. I've always been intrigued by the work from home job, and I've always wanted to check it out and see if it's possible, and if so, what kind of gains I could get from working at home as opposed to going out and working for someone else. It's funny, it's my first video, and there's a lot more people in here than I thought were going to be here. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see all of you. Thanks for coming out and supporting me. That being said, you know, if you'd like to know more, I'm going to start shooting a lot more of these Facebook Live videos, talking more about the program that I'm currently in and how it's helping me develop an e-commerce store to where it's kind of like eBay, but it's under my rules and not eBay's. Any ideas, any things, any comments, any suggestions? Leave them in the comment box or send me a direct message. Or if you've got my phone number, give me a call and yell at me if you've got to. That being said, I wanted to keep it short and sweet and mainly just a little introductory video. For those of us, any of you who are in Texas right now, wow, it's cold outside. Okay, well, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Try to stay warm. Oh, before I go, you can run over and check out my fan page at Stone Family Journey. It's going to be talking a little bit more about what I'm doing. There's also my Facebook group, Journey to Success. Be sure to go over there and follow and like. That being said, I'll see you on the next video. Everybody have a great day. How do I stop it, Mom?